Hello guys and welcome to the African Cup of Nations highlights and preview show. My name is Florence Ndongo. Today at 8 p.m. We have the first semi-final match between Nigeria versus South Africa. A very scintillating match with two teams that have depth and perhaps they will be giving us a good entertaining match tonight. Now let's take a look at how Nigeria got here. This is actually match number 6 for both teams. By the time you're getting to the final is normally match number 7. For those who understand numbers, 7 is the number of completion. But now here we are at match number 6. Nigeria have come this far without losing a single match. They have recorded 4 draws, 4 wins and a single draw. And for South Africa, on the other hand, I believe they have 3 wins, 2 draw and 1 loss. So these teams have South Africa has been is a bit balanced, but Nigeria seems to be doing very well in terms of defending and in the midfield, but they are not getting the kind of goals that we would want to see, because we want, especially in the final, I would want to see a final that has goals raining. You understand? For Nigeria, all their matches except one have been either a 1-1 draw in their opening tie against Equatorial Guinea, against Guinea-Bissau and Ivory Coast. They played to a 1-0 win in those 2 matches. It is only in the knockout stage of the African Cup of Nations where we saw Nigeria beating Cameroon and kicking them out of the competition and winning 2-0. And now they all again went back to scoring 1-0 against Angola in the quarterfinals of the African Cup of Nations to get to this stage, the last for the semi-final of the African Cup of Nations. We've also seen a South Africa that has been blowing hot and cold. They lost their opening match 2-0 against Mali, but they recovered very well and won 4-0 against Namibia. It's at the it is at the knockout stage actually. Is it knockout stage or the quarterfinal? I believe it is in the knockout stage of this competition where we saw a different South Africa that was capable of knocking Morocco, the top team in Africa presently, out of this competition by beating them 2-0. Then they went to the quarterfinals where they won against Cape Verde. Cape Verde was doing very well. We had a lot of hope, but South Africa, that is full of local-based players, did an amazing job to get to this particular point. But when you talk about head-to-head statistics, Nigeria has the upper hand. Nigeria has the upper hand. The last time they met was in 2019, and it is Nigeria who took it 2-1. And I know the Super Eagles of Nigeria will want to continue with that fate. Will want to continue their dominance against South Africa. And now, when you look at these two teams, Nigeria is looking for their 4th African Cup of Nations title. On the other hand, South Africa is looking for their 2nd African Cup of Nations title. These two teams know very well that it's only 90 minutes that is separating them from the final match of the 2023 African Cup of Nations. I know for me, I feel like the team that will be more resilient is the one that will carry this particular match. The team that will show depth. We've seen a Nigeria that has shown a lot of depth, especially in their defense. And we've also seen South Africa that is blowing hot and cold, but they've also shown us that they can actually score, because we saw them beating Namibia 4-0. So if they bring that one into this competition, it means if they attack more, they will be met by a defense line that is as solid as they can, because Nigeria has only conceded 1 goal in this entire competition so far. In all those 5 matches, they've only conceded 1 match. So even if South Africa maybe will attack, they will be met by a very heavy defense line in the Nigerian defense line. So I expect a well-balanced match, but the team that will show resilience is the team that is going to win. But all the same, we need to do a prediction, and I'm giving it to Nigeria. Of course, I predict that both teams are going to score, but it is Nigeria who will win, and I'm giving it 2.5. Sawa. Thank you for watching Flow Sport International. I'll see you in the next video where we analyze the next semi-final match. Continue subscribing to my YouTube channel, that is Flow Sport International. Thank you. I'll see you around.